Do you want, or do you want like a?
I was like, oh, sure. Like, do you want the real picture?
No, no.
Thank you. On a real camera? Great work.
Please exit the house if you're not in the next show. Thank you. Meet us at Legacy Hampton. Congratulations, Katie. That is not okay.
Cute. So cute. So cute. Hold it like you would hold a toaster. Toaster? Yeah. How would you hold it? I think it was on my phone. There's like two up there, so. Yes. Great.
Hold it there.
Nice job. That was so fun. This suit is fabulous.
Yeah. Oh, thank you so much. How about that?
Oh my gosh, 2 Comedy Awards in 1 year.
I'm not ready for this.
I can't do this.
Hi.
I'm so glad you're here. How are you?
I'm good.
Maddie, can you start the show? Puberty, but aside from that, hey, that's all right. What are you doing? I'm watching the next show, the Shakespeare show. Should be fun. Yeah. Do we have to leave? Probably. Okay. What was that?
Yeah, this is a good line. Can you tell them to open house?
Yeah. Hello? How's it going, buddy? Good show. Good show.
Walker, I didn't think we were going to finish your job.
Speed run that. Want to get some Sean Westfall?
Sure.
All eyes.
You do a magic show here 20 years ago?
Good. This seat's for you, by the way.
hosted a magic show here.
It says photographer, but I am not a
photographer.
Guess not. Thanks for the support.
What if I sat?
late than never.
What if I sat right here on the floor? Would that be okay?
Yeah.
I'm gonna quasi-reserve right
Wait,
here.
aren't you sit on the step? I am, but walk over here so you can have a seat.
Yeah. And I'm just gonna sit at both of your knees.
Okay. Cool. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Well, here, let me
I'm
put
just
this.
doing that.
Let me put that there. Yeah, go for it. All right.
I'm gonna open the house then.
Cool.
Cool. All right. Look at you. Yeah, so, Walker, what's up? Is there an ability to check in both, like have 2 check-ins because half of the house is checked in, so that's your grace needs you.
With people, I can check in.
You from that?
I know. Okay, this is Etch-a-Sketch script if you want it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's all I ever wanted.
Wait, I heard there was a Kasugi memorial. Were you taking photos of that?
Yeah. What was there? What?
My old sketch duo I did with Kale.
Yeah. yeah, there was a in memoriam of that. Yeah.
That's funny. Wait, were there other in memoriams, or was that?
Yeah, like rails circa, long other things.
All right, cool. That's good. Okay, that's good about it.
That's all about.
Yeah. Hey, Kat. I'm sitting here, so don't worry about it. Yeah, sit wherever you want.
Are you okay? Oh.
What if you said like one?
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm sure also that
Conservatory Showcase 1, Saturday, 4/12, 14. Yeah, and then there will be shows in May and June that they are actually going to make you pay for because it'll be that good then, allegedly.
People get frustrated at one another. My college approach is like self-coach and self-motivated. College, like you're trying to do it, right? So you took the like plan what you do in person and what you do and focus on before and sometimes it's not complicated when people introduce new exercises that they were really excited about and the rest of the
Is the seat taken?
Walker.
Is this taken?
Those available? Yep.
How are y'all doing?
Is anyone sitting here? I'm gonna.
Which one did you
Well,
end up
no, I'm first on the floor until further notice. Well,
I'm upset. You know, that's fair. If they weren't at work for this, okay.
yeah.
It's the memorial part.
Lauren said to me.
I'm
actually surprised you didn't use the photo of us shooting.
What do you guys get? What you got? Yeah, like we died in our last trip. That's pretty good. Missed two-time winner?
Wait, did you win for Grease Boy?
No.
Oh, Grease Boy sub.
They most probably have fun. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, look at all those nuts.
If you're gonna put on your Sarah, I feel like you must take a phone with a good one to have. Because I think that sometimes they are very good.
And you'll have to forgive me for not talking to you in my regular American voice. But rather my creative genius / visionary voice, which is precisely what I am. I'm proud to present to you tonight's production of The Merely Players, which I have directed. This production is a logical extension of a long line of daisy chain productions reaching all the way back to Stratford. And even in the early 20th century, when Sir Laurence Olivier directed Sir John Gielgud in Hamlet at the Old Vic. Or when Sir John Gielgud himself turned and directed Sir Richard Burton in Antony and Cleopatra at the Swan Theatre in Stratford. Or when my own Shakespearean mentor, Herm Shablotnik, directed me in an off-Broadway production. I think it was in Terre Haute, Indiana, at the Community Center. Directed me in a production of Henry V, where I played Messenger Number 2. But this evening is not about me as much as it should be. It is instead about the talented, highly trained group of Shakespearean actors, brilliantly directed by me. They have studied their lines. They are off-book. Sorry to throw that arcane theater terminology at you. Making their debut performances. Ladies and gentlemen, I am proud, as their director, to present The Merely Players.
forced to give my hand, opposed against my heart, unto some mad-brained rudesby, full of spleen, who means to woo in haste, but wed at leisure.
Two households, both alike in dignity, in fair Verona where we lay our scene.
The raven himself is hoarse, that croaks the fatal entrance of Duncan.
Why bastard? Wherefore base? Why I am the same body as
Then speak of one who loved not wisely, but too well.
Romeo, wherefore?
To be or not to be?
Is this a dagger I see before me that
It's my show.
Wait.
Thank you.
I thought we were doing Hamlet.
No.
I'm Hamlet.
Definitely
Not at all what's happening.
It is Othello.
It's
Guys,
clearly
stop
King Lear.
arguing.
It's Lear.
We have an audience.
We got it.
Sorry.
Got it.
They want tickets? Yeah.
Some of them.
That's my mom. You hate the show? Are you kidding me?
No, we must.
I only know the one show.
I believe we must improvise.
Okay.
All right. We can do that.
Yes.
Yeah, that would be great.
I know what we're doing.
We need
We need a tragic flaw.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Yes. Elizabethan occupations.
I'm really glad someone wrote these down earlier.
Yeah.
For sure.
So, what is yours?
Pretentiousness.
We've heard of that one.
Pretentiousness.
Okay, I can get in touch with that.
Pretentiousness. And you have a paper. Elizabethan occupation, please.
Occupation?
Butler.
A butler.
Butler.
Is there a definition next to it?
A bottler is in charge of the bottlery.
Ah.
Wines and other expensive provisions were stored and dispensed.
Wait.
Okay, and we need a non-Elizabethan-like object unrelated to bottling. A what? A lava lamp.
Butler.
Okay.
Pretentiousness, lava lamp, and
Bottler.
So the pretentious
Bottler's lava lamp.
the tragedy.
The
Pretentious.
Bottler's lava lamp. That's a great show.
Thank you so much.
Gentles, perchance you wonder at this show, but wonder on till truth make all things plain. This stage is pretentious, if you would know, and here upon it a bottler's house is plain. Therein we find, somewhat mildly damp, the ever-glowing presence of a lava lamp. With these facts being set in stone, now the story is all our own.
Alas, but only if I could find my groove.
Hath thou said groove?
Nay, good Antonio, dear sweet twin brother, mine groove.
Thy groove.
Forsooth, mine groove it hath, I have not felt it of late.
Oh, dear Barnabas. Thy groove has flown away like a dove into the night.
Verily, into the sunset like the fated lover to never know the truth. My groove.
Barnabas, how hath it be possible when you have so many options of wine to drink from? Some fizzly, some bubbly, some in thy tummy so yummy. Barnabas, such an occupation is a gift from heavens itself. No groove required.
'Tis true, Antonio. We have built this bottlery, brothers arm in arm, despite our family dying en masse in that fire.
Barnabas, we cannot speak of such a night. You know it gives me night terrors and I scream like a little owl.
Antonio, remember thou what our mother once said.
Bottle thy heart and never uncork it. Which is why we have stayed true to each other. The only vintage that one can trust is the vintage of thy womb.
Our mother's womb.
I don't presume to know what is under your knickers.
But alas, Antonio, my groove, I know not if this is meant to be my life, or if I shall find choppier waters, perchance still light blue crystal waters. Where am I meant to go, Antonio?
Barnabas, we must not take to the road. Perchance we follow the same fate that our parents followed. In the fire, there's bandits on the road. We must stay here in this closet. Closeted. Safe.
This bottle closet cannot contain the passion within me.
Tell me your passion, Barnabas. What drives you? What consumes you? I'm listening, Barnabas.
Like to the sparkling wine we've built our lives creating, I am but a full of bubbles and brightness, an effervescent doth flow through my veins. Forsooth, perhaps I am meant to be a traveler, a bard, something beyond the bottlery.
Beyond the sanctity of our womb brotherhood? You would lead me, Barnabas?
I fear that we must cut our ties.
But what of our secret handshake? Would that be gone too? Clearly it stays.
Forever in our hearts.
Barnabas, if you go, I go.
I cannot ask you to come on such a dangerous journey, Antonio.
I should. I have a fear of heights and dirt, but I'm coming. And I'm taking some bottles with us. Yes. Merlot.
If you are true, and you know that our family can withstand this journey, go. Prepare our horses. Tonight we ride.
Then I will prepare our horses. I would prefer to be on the litter being pulled, so I'm both below in height and above the ground, but should I need to ride with you for encouragement, yea. The horses I shall prepare. And wherever we go, we do not know. But brothers, come together, one another in tow.
Oh, I played that one again! Play it again, play it again! Sorry, missed it and see you there. My bad, sorry. It's just a nice tune here.
Sir, I come to this bar to pray to the gods.
Is this your sanctuary? The sanctuary for thee?
Father, please watch over these barmen. They are ill at heart. They know not what they do. Please watch over these curs, these painted maypoles, these horrors.
That was some prayer. Prayer indeed. I've never learned to pray like that when I was a young lad. I'm 85.
Sir, I've seen you in these parts before.
I have been here my whole life. Entire life.
I've seen you here. Your name is Henry, yes?
Henry.
Henry, I know of you. You are the one that set the fire those many years ago. I saw you. I prayed for you. You, with your bottles of wine and your bottles of liquor, you set the flame ablaze.
You were there that night.
Sister Abatha knows all. I was there that night.
Abatha, I speak, pray thee, who have you spoken on this night? For Henry is an old man and wanted to leave it in the past.
Dear Henry, I have spoken with only God about this. And a few other people. I've told...
Thou dost speakest the town. The town must know. They know.
I've told just a couple. There were a few children mucking about.
Okay, how many people have you been speaking to?
Well, let's see.
And name them by name.
There was the Duchess of Canterbury.
Yes, the Duchess of Canterbury.
The Duke of Sir John the Baptist.
John the Baptist, good.
And the little kitties who run around the pond sometimes. That
was a giant kitty.
He's large for his size. Anyway, Sir Henry, this bar is not all that you need. Sir Henry, you could choose the life of prayer. Agnus Dei, qui donis peccata mundi. I know Latin because of it.
Ah!
See? A life.
Yo comprendo.
A life of prayer, not a life of sin and fire.
You were not there. You do not know what I have done. You've established you were there, but you have not seen my brain. I pray thee, thou hast not seen what I have seen in all my years. For the twin brewery and their family, oh, I scoff at them.
Sir Henry, tell us, what burns in thou heart?
My life is like this bar, full of ugly people. There is no one here but me and someone annoying. That is my life. It is one full of sorrow and drowning. Some say my life appears to be of meaning, like a sanctuary you speak of. But it is not. It is a life of debauchery, of sin, of a Henry. Have you ever met a Henry that you enjoyed? You said, that's a good Henry.
Henry Cavill. Kissinger had some issues.
Not great ones.
Not
great
great
Henry.
ones. Not great.
I was destined before time to kill, to murder, and to be old.
Sir, your heart.
Yes, it's going fast.
I hear it pitter-patter, like fish in the lake.
Let us hear it. Let us hear what it sounds like. Uncannily fish-like.
Fish and frog-like, yes. Sir, turn away from these evils.
But you were not there that day. You did not see the reign, the oppression of my family. For I make, and my family have created, IPAs. But they come in bottling this new brew, putting us out of business. I pray you think, what would you do if your life was ripped from the hands of your family's earnings, your multi-generational wealth just torn from you, from twins who look at each other weird?
This is a very specific situation.
Which requires action, i.e. arson.
Arson? Excuse me, arson or arson?
Arson!
Got it, fire!
Yes.
You are making more sense now.
You should have seen it this day. They were running, burning alive. Money being burnt. The coins dropped. I picked up a few. For see, these are coins from the Twins Brewery. Sorry, I dropped one.
Sir, you cannot take me away from my life of God.
In a tavern.
I come here to help those here, but your story makes much sense. I will go tell the Duchess of Cambridge, the Duke of Cambridge, and the
John the Baptist Duke.
The John the Baptist Duke, and the little old man that we saw running. I will go tell him of your plight.
Yes. For my plight, no one knew this day of what I did. Of arson of small, of arson of big. I think I have a story now to tell, and a story that will be told. A story from when I was young, and now I'm old. But I have something.
36.
You miscounting.
30.
He's 7 before 6.
Mean 37, 38. This is even gonna get us to the next town.
Can I guess what the next number is?
Go ahead, Lucy.
4.
T's true. T's true.
You better stop rattling about before I knock you one.
When are we getting our shares?
Yeah.
There ain't much to share. The circus is being terrible lately.
I tell you, as the only mustachioed lady on cast, it's a real odd life here in the circus.
I know, Elaine.
I can't even afford the full beard no more.
How many more pigs have I got to kiss? How many more pigs have I got to lay with in the mud?
That's how you bring home the bacon.
And I have a question too. How many more poems do I got to slam? No one likes the poets that are slammed.
Well, for the pigs, I know not if you're referring to the ones in the back in the mud or the ones in the audience.
All of them? I'm dirty. I admit.
I know you are a dirty man, Nick.
I like a little ham on a hog,
Yes,
right?
little ham on the hog.
If I
You're
listen
next.
to your poetry, I think you're out of practice. I think really you need to show us right now your skills.
Before I slam ye!
Roses are red, violets are blue. I got a big old present for you.
We gotta do something. It's stale. It's mucky. It's just not good.
We need a new act, something, pretentious.
I have seen in the courts of Italy these dancers who go up the ladder, and they dance on the string above. I believe it's called acrobacy.
Can thou do this, the acrobacy?
No. I got a bum knee.
Besides counting Midas, what is your skill again with that crew?
Just, sweeping about, and counting the money, and, kicking horse and taking names.
No.
I believe I can do this.
I
can do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
No, it's time. No. Yay.
One leg
'Tis true!
Well,
'Tis true!
It is a very expensive gout.
1, 2, 4, 10!
I think we know the rule of the circus here. And if my name isn't Elaine the mustachioed lady, it's time for you to walk the tightrope. It was a real fine acrobatic act you had in mind, but I think now's come your time to climb.
Wait, what if I found one or nay two persons to take the acrobacy on our behalf, thus making us safer, thus bringing more ducats to our pockets?
Our pockets.
Mostly mine, but yes, yeah.
Not thine.
And more bread to thine bellies.
Excellent. You think thou canst find these two?
I think I can. I found you.
Well,
sitting in the mud at the barber shop, running your mouth, just talking about this and that.
But that's
and
irreplaceable
split
talent!
that.
You can't replace talking at the barber shop. That's unique.
It's unique where you come from, but when we get to Yorkshire, they've seen quite a bit of bullshit in their day.
Alright, so we have our plan. We're going to fall on the first two chumps we find.
Right.
Especially the most pretentious chumps we find.
Yeah.
Hit him with the lava lamp.
Yeah.
And then put him into our shop.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Just don't break it because we need it in the hall of cool and old things.
Yeah. It's really retro. Alright, so fall upon these punks, put them in our crew, make them be acrobats, and then sell a show.
Aye. That's
Excellent.
exactly
Well,
how it goes.
I've got a question.
yes.
Dost thou think it is morally right? The plan.
I find morals are sort of like a lava lamp.
How so?
Well, they go up and they go down, they glow from inside, and wow, this hurts my hand to hold for too long, just like much morality. It seems pretty on the shelf, but thou puts it in thy hand and hold this for a minute. I told you, very hot, fucking hot. That's morality right there.
Kids, come on out, little kids!
Yes.
Yes. Hey, have you guys heard the news from town?
What? There was acting everywhere and people died?
Oh yeah, a ton of people died. You won't believe it. I heard it from a little old nun over there, and I heard that somebody killed the entire family.
You have had it from the drunk nun in the pub?
Oh yeah, I heard it from the drunkard in the pub. Yeah, the drunk nun in the pub. Yeah.
She's my favorite nun.
Yeah. Oh, questions for me. Okay, yes.
Forsooth, were there brains?
Brains where?
The people murdered?
Oh, brains in the murder. Yes. Tons of brains in the murder. Yes. And yes.
Will this help cure my problem?
Yes. Death.
So I'll live to a good old age?
Yes. And today, kids, we've got one speaker coming today. Ooh. A speaker come. It is the old man Henry. Old man Henry.
He's quite smelly. He smells like my dad.
Yes, but don't worry. He is a kind man. Yes, question?
Is it true that he has warts on his face and giant feet?
It's true!
Old man, take my chair. I'm too sick to use it.
Now, old man Henry, tell us about yourself.
85. For I was once young like you. What? For the prophecy is told. My family, move away, sick child. They have told my family I've been prophesied to be old. And it's been true. Applause, please, applause. But you speak of a story. Children, thou will learn this day. On the fire of the twins, I will speak to you. For you might have heard of thou propaganda. And that's not what shall be done this night. This night is truth. Truth from my legs, for I was there.
That's what my dad says. He says, I'm going to give a propaganda to that lady.
Excuse me, as thine counsel, meaning thy attorney, I must advise thou not...
Nay. I'm smart. I have maybe need for some helpers to vouch for me in my story.
Mr. Henry!
Yes.
Kill her too!
Kill her!
Kill
Wouldst thou permit us to use one of your knives to dispatch said counsel?
You are getting the hang of this, young lady.
Objection that killing the lawyers is a trope that is overplayed. I object.
Prithee, we think later.
Mr. Henry!
Yes.
What if? Wouldst thou be the messenger? Couldst we then
Too slow.
For after we tell the story, she will be no longer. I have this story here. Handwritten.
Tell us line by line the story on that scroll.
Handwritten. Can't emphasize enough, handwritten. Indeed.
To clarify, this is the story of how you set fire to the house and murdered the entire family of the twins from the brewery?
To God be the glory.
I still advise against this.
Lawyer, please! I pray thee!
I'm not coming back in there.
Plausible deniability. Once upon a time, there was one kid you never did see.
Who's that? Oh, Henry. The children love a fun story. Do it with different accents.
Once upon a time, there once was a man that you did not see thee.
Oh, Henry.
Yes.
What is that accent?
I can do another one.
Cornwall!
Once upon a time, there was a kid who you did not see thee, but once thou revealed his name, he was Henry. Henry was prophesied to grow old and retire, but he loved things of children, toys, games, and fire.
The accent of Australia now. Accent of Australia. The penal colonies.
When he grew old one crikey day, he thought of his days when he was younger from yesterday. And then, when he saw something he wished not lost, but when he saw the brewery of the family of the two twins.
Methinkest thou sounds more Kiwi-like.
Excellent. Counsel, what dost thou think?
I object, but not on a legal basis.
We've been wandering for days. I just don't see the point. And I have something to tell you, dear Barnabas.
Yay, Antonio, I know.
Every day that goes on, I feel this strange sense of vengeful hatred boiling up inside of my gutty works and emerging through my visage. See, I carry with us in this bottle one of the two that I took from my bottle, a single ember from my parents' home that is burned to the ground. And I heareth rumblings. Yeah. It's almost as if they're here now. I heareth rumblings, dear Barnabas, that a man in town hath dispatched them. Why do we wander around when we can dispatch him? Now, what were you going to say, Barnabas?
Antonio, You seek to walk down a path of revenge? You know what our mother would say. Revenge is a mead best served over ice. But love is a power stronger and thrice.
And blood. Yes.
We are the two sprites trapped in the two bottles from the bottlery, representing the two paths that one can choose after great loss.
You are like the north, true, a moral compass, yea.
The path of justice and fairness and forgiveness, but thou,
I am like the south, full of accents and voting for crazy madmen to rule the world so that hell and vanity can rule over and revenge, sweet revenge, elon and pretentiousness shall rule.
which bottle shall be chosen?
I hear rumblings. I feel as if 1,000 pixies have come up through my base and spread out like a great oak tree, like the one that burned to the ground.
Just two. 2 pixies, not 100, sorry.
May this bottle that contains an ember light a fire again. And I take this old black ember and I spread it across my visage.
Nay, hold, hold. Thy heart is too warm for this. You have always been the kinder, the softer, yea, like the warm butter on toast in the morning.
Mother did love butter.
Truly. Pushing you like butter about on bread, making you thin, but kind, yet sweet. Please, Antonio, go not down the road of hatred. 'Tis dark, 'tis heavy, like the dark coffee our mother would drink and pour all over you in the morning.
I loved her despite that. And just like butter, I melt and I dribble down. And I dribble to the lowest portion of the Pegasus land that hath been bestowed upon us in my heart. I hear rumblings!
Drink me! Drink me!
Listen not to the spirits within. They are dark and they pull you down to Hades. I beg of thee.
Barnabas, Hades be damned. I want blood. But as you are a blood brother with me, I only want blood with you.
Brother.
Take these ashes.
Fuck kindness. We shall go. We shall go down the path of revenge together. I need not think on it further.
Sis, look, it's a pair of totally, morally corrupt brothers. And they're in the middle of a real big moral crisis. Let's knock them out and bugger off.
See you later, fairies.
Sister?
Yes, sister?
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 Sister? Sister Bertha?
Sister Abatha?
Old man Henry's been doing his stuff again in the town!
will be unwanted to fill it back.
Sister!
Yay!
Already, Sister Gerber, this whole town is of moral ambiguity.
Indeed, forsooth. I think perchance we might be included in that.
Oh no! The church included in evil doings? No! Sister, we must go find Sir Henry and try and stop him from all his wrongdoings.
But should we have a better plan for doing so this time?
Sure. I've heard of pixies in glasses, yes?
Yay?
I heard they can sing sweet nothings in one's ears.
Good pixies, not evil pixies.
Yes, good pixies. We get a few of those pixies on our side, then we will turn old Henry to the goodeth.
Ooh. Shall we conclude with our favorite prayer?
Yes. You start.
The
Lord
is
merciful.
Amen.
Oh, look, you're awake.
Welcome to the circus business.
It's a rough business. It's a smelly business. But it's a fun business.
Now, I don't know how good you two are with ropes, but you see that way up there? That's called a tightrope. And thou hast now the chance for thee both to walketh upon yon tighteth rope.
Stay stay still. I tried that tightrope 2 times today, and I've only been concussed once. All right? It's nothing to fear.
It'll be good as new. Our next stop's Yorkshire. I see it's a little smoky over there, but nothing a little smoke can't do for ye old players. Gotta workshop that name.
So, we're going to YouTube, try out it real quick. Alright, up we go. Alright, on the ground here is a tightrope. We're going to have you two walking, and you've got to go across each other and not run it into thine sibling. Yeah, straight forward on the tightrope.
Wait. Can this now hopscotches?
Oh, yeah, and hopscotches.
1, 2, 4,
5,
10, and 5.
If you get nervous because you're imagining an audience might watch you do this sometime, just imagine thine goodly audience in thine undergarments.
Hold on.
In case that's the part that makes you uncomfortable.
All right.
And
Sun's going down.
walk it. I did very good. Up, hat, ah. I think they're ready.
It's rhyming ducats.
Marvelously done. Next time we'll try it at 20 feet up.
I have wrote a poem about it.
All right.
Roses are red, violets are blue. These are people who are pretty good.
Keep workshopping that too.
Inconceivable. Incredibly well done. What?
I have bad news for you, innkeeper.
What?
There is a parchment in the center of Ton, and written upon it, it says Yelp. And on such parchment there are a number of stars. That number of stars is 1. And thine inn has been reviewed very poorly.
I got a star?
Nay. The parchment makes very clear that the total number of stars that one might receive is 5.
If I am an innkeeper, my town doth be burning all around me. We are living in the good year of our Lord 1112.
Yea.
You know what I do goodly enjoy about a parchment written?
Yea.
No one can read.
Except they can see the number of stars. It's very clear that there are 5 stars and only 1 is shaded in.
I see stars and can read.
Henry, long have I feared this day. More than I have dreaded the passing of my goodly kidney stones.
I need not build up a petty rivalry over this day, over an issue far long ago.
I would have drowned that place down. Water was surely the way to go with a buttery. I already tried some time.
I scoff at you. I scoff. But see, for your helper here, she knows your true value. For you are a 1-star individual.
I may be but 1 star, according to those who can read. But here in my heart I am worth the sun, which is only the star we need. Some may say, very heretically, that it is perhaps our closest star. When we all know, in fact, it is in fact our Lord God.
Heretical! Watch your tongue. I pray thee, watch your tongue.
Well, then,
This heresy.
what would you recommend I do about this 1 star helper?
I thinkest that thou should kick out the religious element that hath taken seat upon thine bar and made the vibes very bad.
Are you talking about that nun Gabitha?
Abatha, I believe.
Yeah, she was in here.
She was?
I saw her that day. Speaking lies.
Yeah.
About me. Did you hear these lies?
Nay.
Oh, I did read it. It was on a thing called Reddit.
So you have read it?
Yeah. Sometimes it causes discord. Even along the great river near us, the 4th channel.
When I write my things with sew and thread. So have you read this thread?
I have not read that thread, but I do look up to the blue sky.
Blue sky, but there is a board where I put my posts. Have you seen my posts?
I have seen that post. The ones I don't like, though, I was on Twitter about them, but now they're all my mind.
Many of the folk in our town cannot write, it is true, but they can make an X for thy name.
Now it's all Hitler! They clearly can't read.
They clearly cannot read. They're not read as I. For I was reading, there is a blacksmith that has maybe some links.
Oh!
There was links there, and they could tell a story through those links.
Henry, you know, I'm not as good at murder as you are. Maybe you could help me with my plan to get rid of your charity people.
Oh, indeed.
Yeah.
For I pray in this day, I was thinking,
Yeah.
thou, maybe, I would burn thee this day. But you give me a good request.
Yeah.
I will not do you as I have done the orphanage.
It did, well, yeah, it was, I just can't stand young people. So I would be glad to get, especially the one leukemia-looking one.
Yes.
Very glad that one's
Ugly!
Ugly! Just see the mole on that one. Ugly offensive.
Balding at 10!
Unsafe. Children should be dead and not hurt.
And let's prophesy to Pharaoh.
Shall we put our hands in and say, murder the children on the count of 3?
Indeed.
Yeah.
And the church.
Hold on, yes, you already murdered the children. Now we just murder the church.
Yes, children first, church next. And then the government.
Murder the
read all the paper. Well, I see burnt corpses over there. Oh, that's a pile. Oh, that's a person eating a person.
Oh.
This town's got everything.
Brother, while they are distracted, I dare say we must make our break. We must take this moment and our revenge, for I too have heard the rumblings.
Friend, wouldst thou eat meat of a human? 'Tis charred, indeed, but 'tis cooked welleth.
Oh, hold on. Is it Protestant meat? That's fine.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yea, brother, yea. But we could run away, or we can use these savages to our advantage.
Yes, forsooth they are bards, yea?
Yea.
We could convince them to go to the next town. Mayhaps we will find our destiny there. Our vengeance will grow and live and die there.
Yea, secret handshake. Agreed.
That was a really cool act. Can you do that in front of an audience?
Many good things, good sir. Yea, good madam, thou art truly the leader of this powerful band, yea?
That I am.
Forsooth it is quite clear indeed thy power, thy shapeliness. Indeed, it did distract me when thou didst put the rope in my mouth.
Well, I must say, it's been a while since my coin purse were full.
Beautiful corn purse.
Forsooth, I must declare, I must confess, to be kidnapped and taken by such a powerful, beauteous queen. Oh.
Thy river floweth, coming down like the brains in Yorkshire.
Like the blood in Norwich.
This is both disgusting and erotic.
We're very near a children's orphanage. Could you do this for the kids?
Absolutely.
I think it would utterly kill. Maybe we do it at the church?
Yea,
Yeah, to
was
our
my
table meets.
thinking. 'Twas indeed an idea that came to me in the shape of you in a dream. You told me we must go to the nearest town, into the church, and we must entertain the dying children. Yay?
They got the money. Let's go.
Let's go.
Huzzah!
Sister Bertha. Sister. We find Lord Henry. Yes. Yes. That was the plan, yes? We find old man Henry.
I'm sorry, I was thinking about God.
Well,
Continue.
yes, okay. We find old man Henry, and then we turn him to the good side, yay? Yay, follow me.
I love this walking path. Sisters,
Old man Henry.
Old man Henry.
Old man
Henry is fine.
Old man Henry.
Old man Henry.
We want you to come to the good side, yes?
The good side?
You plan to kill and murder all, yay?
The good side? What has the good side done for us in wars? In the wars maybe of the stars. You want me to go to the good side of these wars? These wars that are taking place in the stars.
Yay.
I fight not wars of the stars, wars here, for flesh and blood. Think with thine minds, thy mind folds.
Sister, is there an illusion that I am not comprehending?
I'm old man Henry.
Excuse me. We are but gentle jesters. We are
Jesters?
Yeah, that's this week's name. The gentle jesters.
I would love to see them.
We wish to do a semi-horrific, semi-erotic performance.
Wait!
Children.
Wait! Sir Henry! I spy within those acrobatic
exactly.
Antonio and the other one.
I
call him you! I remember you!
Barnabas!
Truly are an old man.
If the good Lord had not given you the power of memory, perhaps thou shouldst not. You know, are you sure these are the people?
Indeed, they are! For they were just mere little ones, holding each other, even as a babe, in awkward ways. See?
No.
I'm going to end this. Have ruined my family.
You burnt down an orphanage just now. You ruined family after family. We have come here for our revenge.
That's nothing compared to losing a business.
Nothing. What business hath thee?
No!
Safety fall. Henry, I this way. Yes, yea, flail like a seagull on the banks of Dover. Falling over, old, out of balance, properly malnourished. Yes,
Brother, an old man should not die in an old man's way. Instead, give him this Molotov.
Molotov lava lamp, yes?
What he deserves.
A lava lamp!
I've read about the Mava Lava Lamp.
For women of the church, thou seemest too excited about that.
I was very excited about the lava
Oh, Henry, open thine hole in your visage.
I'm bringing wait,
fight, what?
Nay! I'm bringing wait! This is perfect for all right! For this is a story I must begin to talk. For this, actually, long ago was the last day I could walk, but I think that there, I do not boast, there is something warm going down my throat. Here, for there, I do not glamp, but I have died by the hands of a pretentious lava lamp.
Sister, a death has happened on our grounds. You know what that means?
It means that we have failed the Lord and we must take our own lives.
It does. Ark of Jonah style or defenestration?
Oh, you choose. I have not a preference.
Got it, sister. Sister Bertha, Sister Gertha. Wait, that's the other one. I'm Sister Albertha. I vote the fenestration of death.
Yay.
Yay.
Let us say our favorite prayer while we leap to our deaths from this high
ledge. And also, I believe we do it in the motion of slow. Yes.
Yay.
Excellent. Lord, take us into thy hands.
Amen.
I must say, all this death has gotten me in a loving mood. Wouldst thou both be married and wed to me, forsooth?
Yea, and I have an idea. We have learned the skills of rope. That are tight. Let us tie ourselves up now, bonding each other
Yay.
tighter as we make sweet love.
Let us create our own groove, for that is the treasure we searched all along. The groove of friendship, the groove of family, the groove of bars. This is both depressing and disappointing, yet erotic.
Oh, I fear that I shall no longer be awake. Dear brother, one more secret handshake.
Well, as the last living person here in the village, I've got to say, never was there a tale of more woe than this of Bottle Group 1 and that crazy man who was super duper 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 old.
joining us. We have another show after this, so we ask that you all please exit to the lobby at this time. Thank you so much.
Stay for the show. Hey, are we going to see Tony here? Yeah. We're open for yeah. For 2 acts. Good to see you. How are you?
Are you all right? Yeah, you jumped. Promise me you will never do that again.
No, I love stage jumping.
Okay, but I don't. I don't want to see you die.
I've done practical. My son goes to bed now every night, and he'll be like, "Dad, watch me." He'll stand on my bed and fall face first with his arms like this, and I guess.
All right, well, I just don't.
Imputed him.
Look, as someone who's, I'm getting up there. That kind of stuff scares the shit out of me.
Everyone, thank you again for
No,
coming.
I am
As a
always
reminder,
good for a
unless you are
pratfall.
a performer in the next show, please exit to
That's
the
like
lobby
looking like
now.
I hurt myself.
Please
You know Buster
exit to
Keaton?
the lobby now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how he learned
Yeah,
to, like, just falling and stuff, jumping and falling, yeah.
Come on, don't we know you just
Great show.